In this video, we're going to be using the worst laptop in my collection. This has a really underpowered CPU, a broken keyboard, only half of it works. The battery lasts about 10 minutes on a good day. It's running 2016 Windows, because that's all that would run good on it. So what specs has this thing got? It's got an AMD Athlon 64X2, and I put 4 gigs of RAM back into it, because as soon as I got it, I immediately took out all the RAM sticks from my MacBook and other things. So it's not great. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly what this chip is. It says AMD, it says it's a Southbridge or whatever, but the fan is here. So, how is it cooling this from all the way over here? Whatever this chip is, it appears to use the back of the keyboard as the heatsink, which could be why half the keys don't work and it looks a little bit melty. First impressions with Minecraft, the menu is actually running surprisingly well. I've already cranked the settings all the way down. We're gonna create a world. See how long that takes? It took so long to make a new world that I gave up with the time-lapse I was doing, but I'm very, very surprised. This is actually playable. I'm getting around 30 or so FPS on the latest version of the game, of course with Optifine, but like, wow, I can play this. We're gonna try a really old game now. I got this game for $1 like a couple of years back, so let's give it a try. Okay, so this game, even after installing 35.NET frameworks just to get the thing to launch, it is unplayable. And this is low settings, looks like a game from the PS2, and it still is this crappy. Alrighty, gonna try some CSGO. Resolution is all the way down. It looks honestly really, really, really crappy, but at least the music is good. Bruh, it froze just pressing the play CSGO button. Oh, there we go, there we go. Random map, random map. I don't know which one's the best, so random. Here we go. Well, this happened. We'll try again, but if you see nothing else about CSGO, this is why. This laptop was a real pain to take it apart. Just look at this. Well, wow, look at all that dust on the heatsink, and look at all the dust in that fan. There was one screw holding this entire motherboard in, so that's very repairable. Thermal paste is very crusty, but look at that. It actually has a socketed CPU. That's actually really cool. Thermal paste time. Oh, that was a little bit much. Oh well. I forgot to plug the fan in. Oh god, now I gotta take it all the way back apart again. I got it plugged back in. I took out half the screws and I was able to get enough wiggle room to plug it back in, yeah. Just had to bend back those pins, yay. Thank god that fit. Whew, I hate rerouting cables and then bending pins, ugh. Alrighty guys, it is the moment of truth. I've got it mostly reassembled. We're going to press the power button and see what happens. Fan is spinning this time. Woo! Let's go, guys. It is booting up. Obviously, there's no hard drive right now, so it's not going to boot up all the way. But let's get that in there, fully reassemble it, and we'll do one final test. So 2 hours later, after all of that, we are back up and running, honestly. Probably didn't even need to do that. But hey, it'll run cooler, and there's not a crap ton of dust in it now. Loading a web page like eBay is perfectly fine. Even scrolling is very smooth. Pretty much after you get to the website, it'll work fine. Scrolling on YouTube is also surprisingly very smooth. Yeah, like once I said, it takes a minute to load, but then it should work good. Now let's try some actual playback here. Anything above 480p, it struggles terribly. Like, I'm surprised it was even able to play Minecraft like this. But with 480p, it is perfectly fine. That's like the bare minimum for most people. Here's a random little tip for you. As soon as you install Steam, just go and disable it on startup. It's so annoying. Why do you do this, Steam? Seriously? Well, here it is. Don't really have much to say, but here's Windows 11. This literally took so long. Like, I started this like 8 hours ago. So I just wanted to do a speed test. So let's do that. We're going to shut it down and do a little time lapse. Here's the conclusion for today's video. Should you get a laptop like this? No. I mean, unless you see it for very cheap on something like Craigslist, you know, $10, or free, like I got this one. Unless you want something to mess with, I'd stay away from this. I mean, once you get to a website, it's okay. Like, I mean, it wouldn't be horrendous if this was the only thing I had to use. Like, as you saw from the Windows 11 speed test, it wasn't terrible. Windows 10 is definitely way better. 7 would be the best for this. But if you really, really want those security updates that bad, no, you should just use Windows 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you all later.